The 20, let me work this out, it's very difficult, isn't it? 25th of February 2026, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've just brought in my suitcase, so you know what's coming. I'm going to be going through it basically in preparation for going away to Mallorca. So as you can see, there's the case there with the 4 wheels on it. So you may not be able to see it clearly during this video, so I do apologise, because I'm trying to just make sure the camera's not going to fall off here. So anyway, so I've brought the suitcase in. I have kind of packed it for going away, and I have got the tag written out as well. So I'll show you that on the video. So here's the suitcase here, okay, with basically the majority of the luggage in it. And of course the tag is on there, okay, you can see this tag here. So I've wrote the hotel information in that, as well as the flight information. And I have just also seen a video on Instagram, because I follow East Midlands Airport on there, so I'm just going to go through what was said on the video, for any of you that have flights coming up, or perhaps going away over the Easter holidays. So 2 of the members of staff on that video basically said that if you have a flight before midday the following day, you can use the bag drop with either TUI or Jet2, whichever flight you go with, from 4:30 and 9 PM each evening. So you have to use desk 32 with TUI to go and drop your bags off the night before. That also includes if you go on a cruise. If you go with Jet2, it is desks 18 and 19, so it's just a normal check-in desk, and you just take your passport, your boarding passes to the desk with all your bags. One person generally has to do it, so basically the lead passenger of however many are going away. You just go to the desk between 4:30 and 9 PM, and you can drop your bags off. And they also said use short stay 1 car park. When you get a token, you take it into the car park office, show them your booking details, and they will validate your car parking, so you won't get charged, because you get 90 minutes free. So you can just turn up and book. You can just turn up and park. You don't have to book the parking specifically for the bag drop. You just turn up to the car park, press the button for a token, park your car up, get out the car, go with your luggage to the car park office, and then you just show them your booking details. They will validate the token. You get 90 minutes then free to, while you wait while the car's parked, to go and get your bags checked in. So you can do that between 4:30 and 9 PM 7 days a week. So at East Midlands Airport, that's what you do. Use short stay 1, press the button for a token, take it to the car park office, show them your booking information, they will validate your token. You then go into the terminal with your luggage, and then you basically go and check your bags in with TUI. It's desk 32. If it's Jet2, it's desks 18 and 19. That's what was just said on the video on the East Midlands Instagram page, so you can watch that on there if you follow them. But as I say, I'm going to be using the airport on the Sunday evening prior to my flight to Mallorca, because I've got a flight the next morning, so I'm going to try and get over there for 8:30 on Sunday night. But my car park's already booked. It's Midstay 1, which is the one behind it. So I'm going to be using that car park, because I'm staying overnight in the hotel for a few hours, just get a few hours sleep, and then head over to the terminal in line for security only. So I will go to desks 18 and 19 on the Sunday evening from about 25 to 9, something like that, get the bag checked in, and then that's one job less in the morning. So I just thought I'd share that bit of information on this video. So I'm going to go through the suitcase, which I've bought with me. Hello to you, E-Games. Hello to you, Patrick, as well, at CarlSmith25 to subscribe. This is prior going to Mallorca in about a month's time. So I thought I'd go through the case. I have packed a few things. There may be other things to go in, but I'm just going to go through the basics of basically what to take on your holiday, which includes liquids, your toiletries, etc. as well. And it's a good idea how I've packed it. So I'm going to open the bag now. You might not see it fully, so I do apologise, but I will show you on the camera. Thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button. I'm glad you do. Another series coming next week, Trinity Valley Railway. So I hope you look forward to that as well. So we'll just go into the suitcase. Now, there are still things I've got to pack. So I have put my cagoule in. I've put my cagoule in just in case in case there's a bit of rain, but I think the weather in Mallorca is a lot better than what it is here in the UK at the moment. It's been a bit drizzly today, a bit rainy. We've had a couple of days of sunshine. I think the weather in Mallorca is forecast to be about 20 degrees the back end of March, because I did watch Alex's page last night, Mallorca Under the Sun, and she went through every single month of the year what the weather's like. So she says it can be a bit of a mixed bag, a bit like here, but at least the temperature is a bit warmer. But I've got this just in case. I may need this next week when I go to the Turnip Valley, but at least I know where it is. So I've got my cagoule, that's the first thing. Secondly is the underwear and socks bag. So it's always a good idea to perhaps have these storage bags, because it keeps everything compact, and you've got more room in your bag for any gifts that you buy, and also to make sure your electricals are in, which of course I've got in a separate bag as well. I appreciate all the comments. Hit the subscribe button at Cosmos25, and I'll continue to go through this bag. So that's the underwear and socks bag, okay, ready for going. I've also got a man bag, which of course I use when I go on my days out. So when I go on walks, I put my phone in there, power bank, sunglasses, cap, water, wallet, basically anything, and then it's quite easy to basically just put round your shoulder like that. And there's even a zip compartment there as well where I can put things in, but it's a very spacious bag. It's actually my dad's old one, he's got another one, but it's a very good idea to have one of those. And then of course the main gist of the clothes are in here. So I've got my pyjamas in there, shorts and t-shirts are all in there as well. So they're all packed, because basically these are from when I went Tenerife last month. So I've just repacked it again after they've been washed. So it's easier to shove them in here. So that's another storage bag. So you can put your swimwear in as well, and your shirts, and they're all in there. So again, it keeps it very compact. And then of course I have the electrical bag, which again is a good idea to have. So you can install your camera in there. And a good thing I bought from work was a two plug socket like that with a British plug on it, and you've also got 2 USB cable sockets there, and then 2 of those. So that's always a good idea, and a spare USB cable as well. And of course, because I'm going to Europe, you want a 2-pin plug. Okay, so you just plug the English plug in the back of that, and then plug that in the wall. Even on a ship, you can, if you go on a cruise, you can use this as well. A lot of the cruise lines now, particularly Marella, they've got USB connections in the lamps by the bed. Some of them have got them in the wall, but you can generally take an adapter and plug it in the 2-pin plug, and then you can just plug whatever you've got to do, plug in, right? And then of course, most important, toiletries with sun cream, toothpaste, shower gel, shaving foam, talc, everything in there, razors, a comb, all in there, even insect repellent as well, in case you go to a hot place where there's a lot of mosquitoes, which last year Mallorca had quite an infestation, particularly around July when I went a couple of years ago. So I had some insect repellent, which is in here, but I've got some sun cream, but again, the sun's not going to be that strong. It's going to be around 20 degrees, which will be pleasant because it's still spring when I go over there back end of March. So that's basically the gist of the bag. And of course I've got a couple of pumps, which I usually would wear on a cruise, because these are basically deck pumps, but I'm going to be putting them in the bag and keeping them with me as well. So they're in there. And of course, as I say, I've got the man bag, which I'm going to put back in, the clothes, the toiletries, the underwear bag, and of course put my cagoule in as well. So this is just a brief video really, just to go through the suitcase and what I'm taking to Mallorca. So I've basically covered all that in there. That's the next travel blog. So the next series, as I say, is the Turnip Valley Railway next week. I've completed the Peak Wildlife Park and Dimmingsdale series from Tuesday of this week. All those videos are on. I got right up close to the capybaras again, and I was able to stroke one of them this time by picking a bit of grass, and it was able to eat out of my hand. It was nice. That's Marmalade and Clementine. So if you ever visit Alton Towers, which of course reopens the back end of March, and the new Bluey roller coaster opens on the 28th, if you've not already seen that. So if you have a weekend at Alton Towers, you can also go and visit Dimmingsdale just down the road, or Peak Wildlife Park as well, which are all close by, and the Turnip Valley, so they're all in close proximity of Alton Towers, and you can go and do those things that I did. But yes, it's at CarlSmith25 to subscribe. Thank you very much, John, for that. Yes, it is exciting times. And also next week as well, with the Turnip Valley series, I'm going to do an anniversary video, because it's 2 years next week that I've had the channel. and I know I've exceeded 1.2 million views. I've got almost 1,740 subscribers, so thank you so much for that support. I want to give a shout out to Danny, who runs Danny's Animals locally as well, so I thought I'd mention her, and of course Clean Slate for their cleaning company. I'll give them a shout out as well. And of course I want to say hello to Jazz, who worked on the Morella Discovery 2. She messaged me earlier and she's got a new contract on the Morella Voyager. So Jazz, I hope all the best with that. And it's lovely to hear from you again after such a long time. I do miss you and Alicia. I'm sure I'll get back to cruising at some point, but again, it's just so expensive when you go on your own, as I find out. But I will definitely be doing another travel blog next month with going to Mallorca. So that's the next travel blog out, going with Jet 2 from East Midlands. So I'll be doing some more updates closer to the time. I also plan to go over to Liverpool at some point, and I'll do the Ecclesbourne Railway at Wirksworth in April as well. So again, there's plenty of series coming up, but for now it's the Churnick Valley next week, plus the anniversary video. So I've gone through the suitcase. I hope the bit about the bag drop has helped as well at the beginning of this video. And of course, yes, to still be aware of the entry-exit system at the airports as well, because in April they want it all rolled out at airports, so passport stamping will be a thing of the past. Make sure you answer the questions as best you can on the screen as well. They will ask you things about your insurance, if you've got sufficient funds for your travel, what your purpose of your travel is, and also if you've got proof of your accommodation as well. If the machines don't work, you may still have your passport stamped, but they want that phased out by April the 10th. And then, of course, the ETIAS, which is a separate thing, will follow later on in the year or next year. So there's loads of videos on YouTube about that, and also on the internet as well. There's loads of links. I'm going to include them all on this video as well. So hit the subscribe button at Cosmos25. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.